Anambra adopts Saturday as school day to replace Monday over Ipob'S sit-at-home order. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. However, on August 14th, the group announced a suspension of the order. Now the news in detail. The Anambra state government has approved Saturdays as school days in place of Mondays, which have been taken by the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. Ipob had on July 30th ordered a sit-at-home protest in the southeast every Monday until Anambra, its leader, will be released from the custody of the Department of State Services. However, on August 14th, the group announced a suspension of the order. But weeks after, businesses' activities are still grounded every Monday out of fear, as some hoodlums have been enforcing the sit-at-home directive. In Anambra, Saturday classes will commence on October 30, 2021, according to a memo from the government that has been released. Titled, Anambra State Government Approves Saturday as School Day. The memo reads, I am directed by the Executive Secretary to inform you that the Anambra State Government has approved Saturdays as school days in place of Mondays. All headmasters and headmistresses are to notify teachers, pupils as well as parents about the new development. Quality assurance supervision and every other supervision henceforth will hold on Saturdays. Every game permission for absence from classes on Saturday must be addressed to the Executive Chairman Asobeb through the Executive Secretary following due process. Saturday classes will commence on the 30th of October 2021. Confirming the memo, Anambra State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Don Adenoba, said the government wants children to learn well, hence the approval of Saturday classes. According to him, the state government is passionate about the learning of the children and never wants them to miss anything. He added that the governor approved the Saturday classes so that the children will not lag behind. This is what happens when the use of dialogue have been refused. When the government has refused to use the use of dialogue. People have asked, why is it is true that the federal government, they're supposed to be calling for dialogue. Why is it that this southeastern state, their governors have not really come together to discuss and come up with an issue? I mean, with a solution that will quiet down this agitation for good. Why have they not come together? Why does it seem like they are nonchalant or they cannot do anything in the region? This is what happens when you have pushed, marginalized, oppressed people and they can no longer take it anymore. This is exactly what happens. Now, the region, while there is sit at home, the region also is making sure that its pupils and students are not in any way left behind. So they don't say, oh, it is because of this sit at home that people do not do well in the coming exams, or it's because of this sit at home that this region, failed in one of the national exams. But the truth is, we will not have gotten here if their leader, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, were not in detention. We would not even have been here. That is the truth. We would not have been here. How did we get to a point where the government ignores and things continue to deteriorate and they ignore? Well, it is a good one for the government of Anambra State to make sure that they make their students do not in any way lag behind. So they do not say they are faulted or they give excuses. I don't know why equity, fairness, and justice is seeming like it is a problem, as in it is too much a demand from the government. That is what it is seeming like. These people now, the problem is let there be equity, let there be fairness, and let there be justice. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe this is what these people want. This is what they want. This is what they want. Only if the government can right these wrongs, I tell you, there is going to be a great calm. There is going to be, the tension will be reduced and everything about this agitation will quiet down. But it is seeming like it is such a huge, it is such a huge price to pay. Meanwhile, the ignorance of the government in this issue, since they are not seeing what this dialogue could do and not giving these people fairness, justice, and equity would do, their ignorance will continue causing lives to be lost. Their ignorance will continue causing lives, and the people will keep paying a price. And these people do not even care anymore. Like, they do not care whatever happens, But it is not supposed to be so. When you put someone to the wall and the person does not have any means of holding him or herself, this is what happened. The federal government should still, there is still time, employ the use of dialogue. Employ the use of dialogue. Give these people back equity. Give them peace and give them justice. Give them equity, fairness, and justice. And restore peace to the region. I tell you, there can never be anything like unity. There can never be anything like unity where there is no peace. You cannot say it is a must that you stay here with this person. Meanwhile, you are not doing things that can facilitate or can enhance the relationship between the two of them. You must understand that two or three must not work together. They must not come together unless they agree. And why has the government reduced till now, or refused till now, to ensure that these people work in agreement? What is there? What is the price that is so difficult for the government to pay? I don't understand. What does it feel like when these people come together and say, oh, this must happen. This particular thing must happen. I don't know what the government listens to. These people are asking for nothing but fairness, but nothing from justice, but nothing from equity, nothing other than that. Nothing other than these three things. And it doesn't seem like the government is listening or trying to understand where they're coming from. Yes, they're demanding for the state Biafra or their nation Biafra. But I'm saying that these people, I tell you, and I kid you not, if these people are treated rightly, if they're treated fairly, if they're given equal resources, appointments, and what have you, and funds, as they're supposed to, I am telling you, and they have justice. They have justice not just from the good, but for the gander. I tell you that this particular issue will be a thing of the past. The agitation will quiet down and a lot of things will come back to normalcy. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of the day.